I think they're out of bread and milk. This is World Watercolor Day, prompt number 9, aged. And I decided to choose this old aged grocery store. Looks like one of those mom and pop shops from the day. And I'm choosing a different watercolor palette for this illustration, and you could see that I mixed a whole bunch of different colors that were already on my palette to get this really muddy, wet tone, to keep the sky muted and soft in the background. I'm also adding in a little bit more Van Dyke Brown with this black velvet brush, more of a tone on tone and a little bit darker gray, while the background is still wet, to soften up those lines, because again, this background is supposed to be soft and subtle. And you could see that while the paper was wet, it bled and it smeared. Now, this grocery store is going to be the focal point, so we want to add in some colors, just a little bit of a punch. Remember, we're going to start light at first because that's what we do with watercolor. I'm muting out a lot of those tones that I already have on my palette, and I'm really making sure that I have just a very little bit of water, very soft, very docile colors, because we want this to look aged. Now we're going to start adding in the colors of this painted brick on this old building. And yes, I am using yellow, which is typically a bright color, but I'm mixing it with other colors to mute it back, and using very little pigment, lots of water at first. Now we want watercolor to do its thing, so we need to make sure this is wet and soft and bleedy in the background. So everything is very wet on this building, and I keep layering in colors on top just so they bleed and blend into each other. So this will be my first layer. This is the wash layer, wet on wet. Now I let it sit for an hour and it's completely dry. And now I'm going to come in with some more details. So I've got my black velvet brush again, and with that nice point of the brush, I'm adding in some glazing over the top of the doors and some other colors, to charge in some of the areas, to intensify, making everything look old and dark and rusty and aged. So I hope you like this one. And number 8, I didn't film, but this was